which will probably get delayed.
Who knows at this point?
Yeah. For my wife, it's very important that we get it turned in. And I'm like, okay. For you, babe. Sense of normalcy. Who do we owe money to?
Everybody.
It's like, it's Julia's asking. She's like, because I know some places are saying like, okay, we're pausing utility payments, we're pausing mortgage payments, things like that. And it's like, they're not doing that here in Texas, but there is, we're hearing rumors that Texas is going to go into full quarantine here in a little bit. And
we're already there. Last night at 6:30.
California
California went into full lockdown.
Full lockdown for California, and other states are doing it. Texas is rumored to be doing that pretty soon. And then with the lockdown, but yeah, it's like I told Julie, I was like, you know, she's like, would like if they say no, you don't have to pay the mortgage, are we going to do that? And I said, absolutely, unless you can tell me the end date, unless you can sit here and say, and by October this date it's all cleared up. Until we know when this is over, yeah, I'm not gonna like if they say I don't need to pay my mortgage, I'm gonna sit on as much cash as I can hold on to.
Yeah.
But if they're like, oh, by the way, and by July it's all done, it's like, well, then we'll just keep paying our mortgage, you know.
I don't know. I think this is getting a bit ridiculous all around.
I hope that's how we look back at this. I hope that we crack down on it and we say we beat it, and it was, oh man, wasn't that crazy, you know, as opposed to like, oh, we did nothing, and then it's like, you know, when you look at Italy and they're already the highest death count, and we're just, you know.
What is the death count in Italy?
They beat China. You know, like if that's something to celebrate in a weird twisted way, you know. They had over 1,000 yesterday. Like, I don't have all the numbers, so all I'm doing is just kind of secondhand quoting it because I'm still trying to process it. But we had China had like 80,000 cases, so they're still the number one in terms of volume, and their death rate was at 8%. You know, so they lost quite a few. But Italy's hurting, and it's like, and the California was doubling. Like Julie was saying, like every 2 hours, like the number of cases were doubling. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense for that area, I guess.
Yeah, like in the rural, we were talking with Wes earlier, and it's like if you're dealing with a lot of people who are like, we live miles apart and see we're already quarantined just by just how we live. It's like, yeah, like I don't know how, you know, I'm not too worried about you, but it is so strange. Like it's like, but then at the same time, I'm just like I said earlier, it's like,
honestly,
why not us? You know,
it bears probably the most similarity to pneumonia rather than anything else.
Mm-hmm. I had pneumonia once, and it was horrid.
Yeah,
it was horrid. It was just
it fucking sucks, man. I've been there too.
Yeah, and I was just like well, and so I had what was diagnosed as what's called walking pneumonia. So like one day I felt like death, the next day I felt great, the next day I felt like death, and it was just so confusing. I was just like, what is wrong with me? Went to the doctor and he's like, it's like, you got walking pneumonia. I was like, well, I had never had pneumonia before, but it was just, I just remember it was such like, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine. I hope, like, I don't want my kids to ever have to deal with that, but you know, I don't know.
I got it as a kid. My throat hurt for a fucking month.
Oh, bad dude.
Yeah, not fun, but still quite survivable.
The problem with this is
bulk, as long as it doesn't like hit bulk saturation, because it's like.
So what I'm hearing about this, the COVID-19, is that not only does it give you a form of pneumonia, but it also increases chance of heart attack.
Yeah. And they're showing that it can even have lasting effects. You know, like it can collapse your lungs, you know, or something like that. So it's like it's a brutal disease. Like
it's serious, but
yeah.
But the panic is a bit fucking much.
Yeah, the best thing that people can do is just go home, you know, and it's like, but I know not everybody has that choice, and that's the thing that sucks. It's like, okay. Mm-hmm. I work from home.
There's a lot of young people that just refuse to understand that the world doesn't evolve around them.
Well, we've done a really good job at like making them think that it
That's cute. That's cute, but that's a problem every generation has
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. Like every incoming generations is lazy and like entitled, and it's like, all right. Somebody was talking to me about millennials. It was like,
Yeah, I mean,
do you recognize I am a millennial? And they're like, oh, but you're not like a traditional millennial. Like, you mean like, thanks for fucking the economy over? And it's like, okay, and so I couldn't get a job. Thankfully, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go into this computer programming stuff. I like it, and apparently that's employable.
yeah.
But I have a guy,
You're
like, and God bless him, he studied psychology. Psychology's a great thing. He has $300,000 in debt, and he works at Starbucks, and he lives at home with his family, and I don't see that changing.
Weirdly enough, I went into the trades, and now I can't get a job because I don't have paperwork. I've just worked with a bunch of masters.
Oh, yeah. Dude, life's weird, man.
Yeah. I planned on traveling on that, but I guess that's not going to happen.
Well, Julie, we have some friends that were like, we're not canceling our trip to wherever, and now they're all like out of the country and they can't get back in. And we're like, I don't know what you were thinking, man. Like, I hope you get back in. We love you. But like
Yeah.
this, they left on Sunday.
Oh,
Like,
are you serious?
I am not joking, and so I hope they're going to be fine. I'm rooting for their success. At the same time, if they're out of the country for a couple of months, I'll go water their yard. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no
what I'll
big deal
do.
there.
I'll go water their yard. Like, okay, guys, good luck.
Nothing wrong with helping your neighbors.
Yeah, nothing wrong. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna
makes me-
hire a private jet. Like, there's a degree, Like, if you were out of the country, got stuck, you were my kid, yeah, I'd probably do that. Like, I probably would try to sell my house and try to do whatever I can to get you back home.
That's family.
But also, if my kid was trying to leave this past Sunday, he'd be like, hell, no, you're not going.
Yeah. It makes me think of that new meme on Facebook. Like a good neighbor, stay over there.
EA's made. Does I play football? Like American football or like the best football? Football.
Foosball,
I played baseball in college. I really enjoyed that.
as the water boy likes to call it, foosball.
Foosball. American football. Yeah, I played American football in high school, and I blew out my knee. And it's like, to this day, I really just cannot watch the sport.
Ouch.
Yeah, like my
How'd
knee,
you
like
manage that?
we were doing tackling drills, and I was running the ball, and somebody grabbed my leg, and it twisted in a direction that's not ever intended to go, and so it was months of therapy and rehab, and it's like, I don't know, I'm not bitter. I just hope my kid doesn't have to play baseball. I'm like, he can play baseball, he can play soccer, you can of course get injured in any sport, but I'm just like, nah, man. Like, to this day, like, that's what hurts right now is my
Playing basketball.
yeah. I mean, you can get, like, life is like, you can get hurt. It's life. But I just, like, yeah, if he doesn't want to play, like, if he wants to play baseball, if he wants to play soccer, I got him. If he wants to play football, I'm gonna discourage him.
I mean,
I hope
I've
to
got a
God
knee
he's not like
injury
an
from
Adonis,
wrestling in high
just like
school.
just a talent at it or something.
Football is extremely destructive on the body. It's just a given in the sport.
I also with the
So
with the head injuries, man. Like, it's like, I got a concussion. It's like, I don't know. People like it.
Wrestling-
I don't like. I'm not actively campaigning against football. I'm just like, no. Like, I get into the sport. Like whenever I'm like we don't have cable, so it's like if we were at a bar or if I'm over at a friend's and we're watching like a game, like, I like it. It's entertaining to me. But I don't go seek it out. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, for me. Also, I don't watch a lot of television. I play games. Like, my
Likewise.
hobby is just like, oh, are we playing a game? Hell yeah, we're playing a game. This is great.
Pretty much the only sport I can actually actively watch is hockey.
Hockey is fun, dude. Like, I love it. Going to a game, like going to the Stars, is just the best, dude. It's expensive though. I had a girl who really liked me take me once, and I was like, "You got me some really nice tickets," and I was like, "You're sweet, like, you know, good luck."
Yeah, I guess I got my love of hockey from my dad, but
Who's your team?
Quake 2 Quad Machine.
Sorry,
Red
who's
Wings.
your team? Like your hockey team? You have a one you root for?
Red Wings.
Oh, nice. Like I think I like the Stars, and then I like the Ducks, namely because of the Mighty Ducks movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, that movie did a lot for him.
Yeah, it's like, hey, then you have an entire generation of fans. Well, looks like that was done.
Do not shoot. No thanks.
Cool. All right, sweet, boom, baby.
So I'm guessing you've been watching me, Zev?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do a hockey. I always like the joke. There was a comedian who was like, "I went to a boxing match and a hockey game broke